Don't get mad at me, but you need to hear this. You feel like an imposter? Good, because you are one, and so am I. We all are. Here's what the soft-spoken gurus won't tell you. You don't feel like a fraud because there's something wrong with you. You feel like a fraud because you're chasing something bigger than your current self. If you didn't feel like an imposter, it would mean you're stuck in your safety zone. No pressure, no growth, no risk. I felt like a complete fraud when I launched my coffee company. Zero business experience, maxed out credit cards, enough self-doubt to fill a warehouse, but I showed up anyways and built a 7-figure coffee company. Because here's the truth nobody explains. Imposter syndrome isn't your enemy, it's your compass pointing towards growth. But only if you know how to use it. And most people, they let it silently destroy their potential instead. Starting with the 5 lies you've been told about what imposter syndrome actually is. Lie number 1, imposter syndrome is just low confidence. Wrong. Confidence is about believing in your abilities. Imposter syndrome is the fear that your success is undeserved even when you have the skills. I know incredibly confident people who still feel like frauds when they've achieved something big. They'll walk into a room and command attention, but secretly wonder if they belong there. Lie number 2, only beginners feel like imposters. Actually, it's the opposite. The more successful you become, the stronger it gets. Albert Einstein called himself an involuntary swindler. Tom Hanks worries someone will tap his shoulder at any point and say, "We found you." Success amplifies imposter syndrome because the stakes feel higher. Lie number 3, imposter syndrome means you're not good enough. This is actually backwards. Imposter syndrome is actually proof you're growing faster than your comfort zone can keep up with. When I launched my first product, I felt like a complete fraud. But looking back, that feeling pushed me to over-deliver, study my market obsessively, and create something better than my competitors. Lie number 4, you should fake it until you make it. Terrible advice. Faking it makes imposter syndrome worse because you're literally pretending to be something you're not. Instead of faking it, document it. Share your real journey, including the struggles. Authenticity beats fake confidence every time. Lie number 5, imposter syndrome will go away when you're successful. Not at all. Success doesn't cure imposter syndrome, it changes the flavor. First, you feel like a fraud for trying, then you feel like a fraud for succeeding, then you feel like a fraud for maintaining success. The goal isn't to eliminate it, it's to make it work for you. But here's the real problem. These lies are just surface. The deeper issue is where imposter syndrome actually comes from. Section 2, the 4 hidden roots of feeling like a fraud. Most people attack imposter syndrome wrong because they don't understand the real cause. Let me show you the 4 psychological roots that create this feeling. Root number 1, perfectionism programming. Maybe you grew up feeling like you had to be perfect to earn love or approval. Every mistake felt like proof you weren't worthy. Now as an adult, anything less than perfection triggers that same fear. If they see my flaws, they'll reject me. I spent years perfecting my business plan before launching. Not because it needed to be perfect, because I was terrified of being judged for imperfection. Root number 2, comparison contamination. Social media has weaponized comparison. You see everyone's highlight reels and compare them to your behind-the-scenes struggles. The entrepreneur posting about their overnight success doesn't show you the 3 years of failure that came before. The fitness influencer with perfect abs doesn't show you their bad days, their struggles, their setbacks. You're comparing your chapter 1 to their chapter 20. Root number 3, achievement addiction. Some people become addicted to external validation. They need constant praise, recognition, or achievement to feel worthy. But external validation is like a drug. You need more and more to get the same high, and when it's not there, you crash. Root number 4, the expert trap. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. This creates a paradox. Incompetent people feel confident because they don't know what they don't know. Competent people feel like frauds because they're aware of their limitations. This is called the Dunning-Kruger effect, and it explains why the smartest people often have the most self-doubts. Understanding these roots is crucial because you can't fix what you can't see. But once you identify your specific triggers, you can start to rewire them. And you need to, because the price of staying stuck is way higher than you realize. Section 3, the hidden price you're already paying. 4 devastating costs. Imposter syndrome isn't just uncomfortable, it's systematically destroying your life in 4 specific ways. Number 1, financial sabotage. How much money have you left on the table because you undercharged for your work? How many raises have you not asked for because you didn't feel worthy? How many business opportunities did you pass on because you weren't ready? Number 2, opportunity hemorrhaging. While you're sitting there feeling unqualified, less capable people are taking opportunities you deserve. They're not better than you, they just don't have the same self-doubt holding them back. I watched a friend turn down a speaking opportunity that would have launched her career. Meanwhile, someone with half her experience took that stage and built a 6-figure business from that one talk. Cost number 3, relationship damage. Imposter syndrome makes you withdraw from opportunities to connect, collaborate, and build meaningful relationships. You avoid networking events because you feel like you don't belong. You don't reach out to potential mentors because you think you're wasting their time. You isolate yourself right when you need community the most. Cost number 4, innovation paralysis. Imposter syndrome kills creativity and risk-taking. You don't share your ideas because they might be stupid. You don't launch your product because it's not perfect. You don't post your content because people might judge you. Meanwhile, your best idea dies in your head instead of changing the world. This isn't just about hurt feelings, this is about real money, real opportunities, real impact, all slipping through the fingers. But here's the plot twist nobody sees coming. Imposter syndrome is actually a hidden superpower. Section 4, the secret weapon hidden inside your imposter syndrome. Ready for this? Imposter syndrome can be your greatest competitive advantage. Sounds crazy, right? But think about it. Advantage number 1, the over-preparation edge. People with imposter syndrome over-prepare. They research obsessively, they practice endlessly, they anticipate problems others miss. While confident people wing it, imposters show up, over-prepared, and over-deliver. When I felt like a fraud in business meetings, I'd prepare 3 times longer than anyone else. I'd research every attendee, anticipate every question, prepare backup slides. Was it exhausting? Yes. Did it make me the most acknowledgeable person in that room? Absolutely. Advantage 2, the humility factor. Imposter syndrome keeps you humble and hungry. You never stop learning because you never feel like you know enough. While arrogant people plateau, imposters keep going because they're always seeking improvement. Advantage 3, the empathy multiplier. Because you understand struggle, you connect better with others who are struggling. Your vulnerability becomes your superpower. People trust you more because you're real about your challenges. Some of the best teachers, coaches, and leaders are people who felt like frauds because they remember what it's like to not know everything. Advantage 4, the quality obsession. Imposter syndrome makes you obsessed over quality. You're terrified of putting out something mediocre. While others rush to market with good enough, you perfect your craft until it's undeniable. Advantage 5, the growth compass. Here's the big one. Imposter syndrome is actually your internal compass pointing towards growth. If you never feel like an imposter, it would mean you've never challenged yourself, never stepped outside your comfort zone, never growing. The feeling of being in over your head is actually proof you're in exactly the right place. So how do you flip the switch? How do you turn imposter syndrome from your worst enemy into your secret weapon? Hey you, if you're just here to passively consume content, hit the like button out of habit, or subscribe just to never watch again, don't. This channel isn't for spectators. It's for people who actually are on the path, who want to take action, who are willing to push themselves and challenge what they know. Vanity metrics don't matter. Real growth does. So if this channel speaks to you, if you're ready to level up and actually apply what you learn, then stick around and please give this channel a follow. If not, no hard feelings, but this isn't the place for you. All right, back to the video. Section 5, the fraud to fuel formula, 7 actionable steps. Here's exactly how to weaponize your imposter syndrome. Step 1, create your evidence arsenal. Start a proof file right now. Every compliment, testimonial, win, or positive piece of feedback, document it immediately. When your brain lies to you about being a fraud, you'll have hard evidence to prove it wrong. I keep a folder on my phone called Reality Check. Whenever someone says something positive about my work, I screenshot it. When imposter syndrome hits, I scroll through that folder, because it's hard to feel like a fraud when you're staring at pages of proof. Step 2, expose the secret. Imposter syndrome thrives in darkness. The moment you start talking about it, it loses power. Tell a trusted friend, mentor, or colleague exactly how you're feeling. You'll be shocked how many successful people can relate. I once admitted to a business mentor that I felt like a fraud. He laughed and said, "Good, that means you're growing. The day you stop feeling like an imposter is the day you stop pushing yourself." Step 3, separate fear from facts. Make 2 columns on a piece of paper. Column 1, your imposter thoughts. I don't know what I'm doing. Column 2, factual evidence of your abilities. I've successfully completed 50 projects. You'll be amazed how many feelings don't match reality. Step 4, reframe the internal dialogue. Instead of, I'm a fraud, try, I'm learning and growing. I'm exactly where I need to be. This feeling means I'm pushing my limits. Instead of, I don't belong here, try, I earned my place to be here. I bring unique value. I'm contributing something important. Step 5, take strategic, imperfect action. Stop waiting to feel ready. The confidence comes from doing the thing, not from feeling ready to do the thing. Set a good enough standard and launch. You can always improve version 2. I stopped tweaking my products endlessly and started launching them at 80% perfect. Every imperfect launch proved my fears wrong and built real confidence. Step 6, find your fraud squad. Surround yourself with other people who understand the struggle. Join communities of entrepreneurs, creators, or professionals in your field. When you realize everyone feels like a fraud sometimes, it normalizes the experience and removes its power. Step 7, use it as quality control. Instead of letting imposter syndrome paralyze you, use it as motivation to be excellent. That voice saying, you're not good enough, let it drive you to become undeniably great at what you do. Channel that energy into skill building, learning, and delivering exceptional value. The goal isn't to eliminate imposter syndrome, it's to make it work for you instead of against you. Section 6, the Imposter's Guide to Unstoppable Confidence. Here's what nobody tells you about confidence. It's not a feeling you have, it's a skill you build. And the people who feel like imposters, they're actually perfectly positioned to build unshakable confidence because they understand something overconfident people miss. Real confidence comes from competence, not arrogance. The confidence building framework. Level 1, competence. Get really good at something. Master your craft, build undeniable skill. When you know you're genuinely skilled, it's harder to feel like a fraud. Level 2, contribution. Focus on how you're helping others. When you're genuinely adding value, imposter syndrome fades. I stopped feeling like a fraud when I started focusing on how my coffee was making people's mornings better. Level 3, character. Build integrity. Do what you say you'll do. Be honest about your limitations. Authentic confidence is way more powerful than fake confidence. Level 4, community. Surround yourself with people who believe in your value, even when you can't. Their belief in you becomes a bridge until you can believe in yourself. Level 5, consistency. Show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Confidence is built through consistent action, not perfect feelings. Remember, the most confident people aren't the ones who never doubt themselves, they're the ones who act despite the doubt. Your move. You have 2 choices right now. Keep letting that voice in your head steal your opportunities and sabotage your success, or flip the script and use imposter syndrome as proof you're exactly where you need to be, on the edge of something bigger. Here's your challenge. Comment below with one specific thing imposter syndrome has stopped you from doing in the past month. Then, Commit to it by taking one small, imperfect action toward it in the next 24 hours. Not next week, not when you feel ready, in the next 24 hours. Because your potential is too important to keep playing small. Stop feeling like a fraud and start acting like you belong because you earned your place here. But first, a quote I want to leave you with. You wouldn't worry so much about what others think of you if you realized how seldom they do.